Hi guys, welcome back to Tech World, and today we'll be talking about the 10 facts you do not know about Apple. So let's start. So the first point. The first Apple logo featured Isaac Newton. Although the new retro rainbow logo is arguably Apple's most well known, very first Apple logo featured Sir Isaac Newton sitting under a tree with an apple about to hit his head. Legend has it that he was literally hit on the head with an apple that led to this concept of gravity. The Newton logo was designed by lesser known for the Apple founder Ronald Wade, the guy who sold his stake to Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak for $800. Ouch. That's way too low. And was only used briefly in 1976, since its high level of detail did really show up that well when it struck down and stuck on a product. The rainbow apple designed by Ross Janoff replaced Sir Isaac and remained symbol of the company for many years until the simpler monochromatic Apple logo was introduced in 1998. Now there is the second point.
Wozniak sold his scientific calculator to raise the capital. In order to raise enough money to buy parts and build the first few orders of the Apple I, Steve Jobs sold his Volkswagen van, and Wozniak, then an HP employee, sold his Hewlett Packard 65 scientific calculator for $500. Those born after 1990 might be surprised that a mere calculator would raise any kind of capital, but back in 1976, a scientific calculator will cost as much as a laptop, and the HP 65 was in fact market as the smallest programmable computer ever. Wozniak got decent price considering it retailed for $795, and we imagine any calculator in his possession would have been more than fairly well used. We wonder if the buyer knew he was getting a piece of computing history. Just imagine how much the calculator would fetch on eBay today. Let's go to the third point.
Apple One cost $666.66 cents. The high prices of Apple's current computers have recently among critics' biggest complaints, but historically speaking, Apple products have always boasted a higher price tag. In fact, when you account for inflation, back in the day, the first very Apple computers would have been more expensive than the MacBook Air or even the 17-inch MacBook Pro today. The Apple One wasn't priced at $666,060. Any satanic connotation, but rather for more practical reasons, as Steve Wozniak once explained at a news conference. I was into repeating digits, he said, and explained the wholesale cost to stores was $500, and adding a third to get the retail price made it around $667, which was changed to all one repeating digit 666.66, which was just easier to type. Now the fourth point.
Apple invented the dog cow. You ever heard of dog cow? Early Apple users probably have, as she was included in the Kara phone as part of the original Macintosh. After the Kara phone was discontinued, dog cow lived on with the Laser Writer driver 4.0, and then became a sort of mascot for the Apple tech staff. Designed by the Susan Caracolores, dog cows give a name, make a move sound, and was found on all the versions of the Mac operating system under the OS X. In the late 1918, he surged in popularities and started to be used by other developer groups. Even Microsoft once used dog cow in an advertisement. As you could guess, Apple was none too fond of this, and the tech staff decided to write a technical note to stop the misuse. Later on, the technical note 31 was included on the first Apple Developer Series as an Easter egg, and Apple even registered trademarks for both the Claris, the dog cow, and her move sound. Let's go to the fifth point.
The name Macintosh was inspired by Apple. It was often cited that Apple Lisa was named after Steve Jobs' father, a daughter, but where did the name Macintosh come from? Apple employee Jeff Raskin is responsible for coining the machine after his favorite variety of apples, smartly tying the whole fruit theme together. Macintosh was just a code name, and Steve Jobs is said to have tried to change the project name to Bicycle. While the Macintosh loving Sacco was out of office, but Raskin clearly knew a good name when he coined it, as Macintosh just had too much staying power and stuck right to the end of the product cycle. Now let's go to 6.
Apple made the first mass market car digital cameras. Back in 1994, Apple actually launched the first mass market car digital camera in the US, and the Apple Quick Take 100-foot snap an amazing 8 photograph and connected to a Mac via the serial cable. It cost $749, which is about the equivalent of $2,000 today, which seems ridiculous for a camera boasting less than 1 megapixel resolution and no digital display. The Quick Take line expanded to 2 more models before Steve Jobs shut it down in 1997 when he returned to the helm at the Apple and streamlined its product line. Before we go to the 7th point, if you enjoy the video, if it finds helpful, please subscribe, and to know more about the Xiaomi brand, you can check out the video. It will be there in the end Margaret. What is it? iCard area. Let's go to the 7th point.
The name iPod was inspired by 2001: A Space Odyssey. A clever copywriter, Vinny Chieco, is credited with coming up with the iPhone name as part of a team assembled by Jobs, create a consumer-friendly moniker for the new device. The story goes that Jobs had already decided the MP3 player name, player's tag line to be 1000 songs in your pocket, which left naming options wide open since it wouldn't have been explicitly referred to something music-related. As soon as I saw the white iPod, I thought 2001, Checo told the Wired in 2006, open the pod bay to HAL. Then it was just a matter of adding I prefix as in iMac. Of course, HAL has another place in Apple Store. In sinister Y2K warning ad that Apple had to advertise the fact that Mac wouldn't implode with the whole 2000 switchover, unlikely those pesky pieces people insisted on producing. So going 8 points.
The first iPod had a secret Easter egg. Apple's first iPod came with a little secret and an Easter egg in the form of a game that could be accessed if you knew the right combination of buttons to press. How to find the game is described in Nick Triano's early 2002 Geek.com review of the iPod memorable quote. I don't think so. It is a stretch to say that it will change the way you listen to the music. Go to the About menu, hold down the sender button for about less than 3 seconds or about 3 seconds, and you will get a Breakout, which is a phone game to play while you listen. Breakout. The hidden game itself is notable. It is notable in Apple's history as it was a product that both Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak worked on together at Atari. And Atari, where legend has its job theater Wozniak out of the thousands of dollars of bonus money. Let's go to this 9th point.
John Appleseed. The name Johnny Appleseed comes up time and time again in Apple history, but so far there is yet to be an official explanation as to why. As many students will know, Johnny Appleseed was an 18th century American pioneer, missionary and gardener. He was a kind-hearted folk hero with a penchant for apples, which appears to be the only Trencher's connection to Apple idea. The earliest Johnny Appleseed reference began relate Apple to investors and farmers via Mike Marapula. It was apparently the pen name he used to wrote programs for the Apple II. When there was a letter that could be seen when the leopard texted the icon was enlarged. Yes, there's an actual letter composed of the icon and it's Apple. A Think Different campaign that ran in print and television ads in 1990. And most notably, John Appleseed shows up in the iPhone ad with related iPhone and Mac imagery review. I think we leaked, as we know, actually called it John Appleseed. Sadly, all we got was the other line was a voicemail box that had been sent. And in the email to Appleseed, John Appleseed underscore John at Mac.com. It came back with a delivery to the following mail from missed marketing opportunity to us. Now let's go to the 10th point.
10th point, the last and the final. Jony Ive sticks to the same shirt too, although much is made of Steve Jobs' uniform outfit. It turns out he is not the only senior Apple staffer to stick the same styling year in and year out. Apple Senior's Vice President of Industrial Design, Jony Ive, appears to have worn, if not the same, then the same style of the t-shirt in every single Apple Android product video to date for the last 10 years at least. And that's all with this video. Thanks for watching this video, and if you want to watch the 15 surprising facts about Samsung, the video is right over here, and what you didn't know about Xiaomi, the facts about Xiaomi, is right over here. My name is Johns.
My name is Nathaniel. Apple Tech World.
Bye.